The views and opinions expressed on this program do not reflect the company, owners, management, staff, clients, or partners.
It's Thursday, the 14th day of June, 2023. Welcome to Bermuda's Daily Talk Show. It's the Daily Hour brought to you by the BAC Group of Companies, Medical House Lindos. I'm Jamal Hartman. She's Sancha Dorman. Maya Palacio will be with us in a bit to bring you the latest in her news break brought to you by People's Pharmacy. Sancha, what's popping?
Good morning.
You haven't been blown away. That means the wind's not that high?
It's not that high. It's there. It isn't super high yet.
Okay.
But it's there. It's definitely there.
Okay. Well, I mean,
I could have sent my son to school though.
Oh, this is where she's going early on. No, you know what? Someone reached out to me last night. And you just actually changed the topic, I think. Someone reached out to me last night and said, how do they make a decision to basically close schools, but parents still have to go to work? Like, what's supposed to happen with the children?
I said the same thing. It was like, okay, so government offices are open, but school is closed. Can we make it make sense? Because where do we put our kids while we go to work? Yeah. I've said this numerous of times.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. Obviously, if they work for a private entity, I think, it's kind of hard, but wouldn't you think like government would kind of, I don't know. It reminds me of the pandemic. Like, what are people supposed to do with the children?
Put them under their desk.
Take them work. Well, what do you do with medics?
Put them under my desk. So what we are going to do this morning, he's inside watching a movie, and then we're going to go to the beach just so he can see the swells. We're not going to get in the water.
Yeah, I heard some people are doing it.
Just going to get in. I've seen videos of people in the water. Like, what are you doing? Then we have to go to work. So I'll go to work for a bit. But he loves being there. He cleans the windows. I put him to work.
Like y'all labor to me, folks.
I feed him every day. He gets paid.
Sheila Cooper. Maddox, I was always going on his first ice cream. He served me my ice cream as his first scoop. So
exactly.
Well, we've got Tanya Cheeseman. Well, didn't we see Tanya Cheeseman in a picture with Maddox during Cup match?
Yes.
Yes, we did. Yeah. I was like, "Who's that?" And she says, "Oh, that's Tanya Cheeseman," because Maddox was out celebrating with. Was he dancing gumbies that day?
What was Maddox doing?
He does like 10,000 things, folks. You can't keep up with him.
I know. What was he doing when we saw Miss Tanya?
He was just talking to his fans. He was just making his rounds.
I can't remember.
He making his rounds. So Tanya Cheeseman says, "Nice to see you," and then she said, "Oh my God, Sancha, good to see you again." It was Gumby, Tanya Cheeseman says. Yeah, Gumby. See, man could have been on the football field, at HSBC.
Yes. The day before Cup match.
Yeah, we don't want to talk
about it. I've done so much since then.
Yeah, Mark Arthur T. Phillips. Yes, folks, smash the like button, subscribe. So greetings, everyone. Thanks for making us part of your daily routine. A good one today as we discuss some must-haves for your hurricanes. Unfortunately, school's not in. Our guests for today and tomorrow are unable to make it due to not the uncertainty regarding internet, Wi-Fi, electricity. You know how it goes. But the show must go on. So we're going to go through some hurricane checklist. And It's very interesting. Very, very interesting, some of the things. Sancha, I'm going to tell you, well, not now, but I'll tell you in a bit what surprised me most on a hurricane checklist. It shouldn't have been a surprise, but it's not something that I grew up having in my house as a necessity.
Mm-hmm.
Most people probably did, but I guess my house we were a bit more ghetto. But anyway, the Daily Players name that place. I think it's the easiest daily name that place we probably hit.
Okay.
Probably a trick question, but it's easier than everyone may think. I'll leave it at that. So, folks, don't forget to subscribe on our website, dailyhour.com. Follow us on all of our social media channels to stay up to date with all that we have going on. Help us grow beyond the mic as we do our part to continue to improve our community. So, question of the morning is, when it comes to hurricane supplies, what's a must-have for you? Audience, what's a must-have for you? What's something that, you know a storm's coming, chances are you're going to be without electricity, the essentials. Like everyone talks about the regular things, like running to fill up their gas tank, right? People talk about the perishables. That's obvious. What are perishables? What are some of the perishables we should have? So when it comes to hurricanes, what are some must-have supplies for you? What are the things that you have to ensure that you have in your house?
What are your must-haves, Shamal?
Well, let's go to this.
When was the last time you were here for a hurricane?
2003.
Okay.
2003 Fabian was the last one I was in Bermuda for.
Okay.
I live in Hurricane Ellie right now, so that's not nothing to laugh at, but it's just Florida is no, whatever. Mark Arthur C. Phillips says, Sancha truly have been most welcome back. Pamela Williams says,
everyone.
Back, Sancha. Hey, Nana Pam. Belated birthday girl. Headley Swan says, flashlight. See, Sancha, back in my day, and I'm sure you and Cher is more ancient than me, but back in our day, I should say, we didn't have flashlights like that. We had flashlights and candles. Candles were big. We had candles in our house.
I know how old you are.
We had candles.
Flashlights are a must. What are you going to do? Go outside with your candle in the wind? Like
what we used to do. I'm saying flashlight now, but I'm saying back in the day, it was flashlights.
Back in the day, it was flashlights. Well, candles, yeah, but you have to have
Sancha acting brand new, folks. Yes or no? Did you have candles back in the day? I'm talking about like
I still have candles. Still have candles to this day.
I'm not talking about the pretty scented ones. I'm talking about the big ones that gave you like back in the caveman.
You're talking about the big white wax one.
Thank you. That's exactly what I'm talking about. She's trying to play brand new. That's what we're talking about. So
I promise you, I still have a package of this.
Really?
But flashlights are a must.
Yes, this is it. No. This is the one. Hold on. Gas lanterns. That's what my nana used to have.
No.
You had the kerosene lamp, Sancha. You had a.
I never had those.
Man, you missed out on a childhood. Gee, look at that. Candles and lanterns. Yeah, people still have these. You know what?
Does.
They should be considered antiques at this point. They should be considered antiques. Let's go to the list. So when it comes to hurricane supplies, folks, what's a must-have? And we're going to go through a checklist because I guarantee you, Sancha, remember I said earlier that something on the list shocked me when it shouldn't be. It shouldn't have shocked me. It should be a norm in most households. But no one said it on Instagram, and no one has said it here so far. So let's see. Michelle White says, buckets of water for flush and drink. Oh, yes. Now, Sancha, put you on the spot. You guys used to have to dip water out of your tank when electricity went up?
We used to fill up the bathtub before.
Yep.
So that you're able to like dip the water, flush the toilet, and then take like a little soldier baths if you had to.
Hey, man. Hey, look, we had some hard times in Bermuda. Thing is, Heathman says, portable battery for cell phone and iPad, snacks, games, batteries for flashlight. Gas in the car, batteries, candles. I saw some people debating why people got to put gas in their cars. Where you gonna drive? I'm like, my goodness, are we that like?
On my way home last night, I filled up my car.
Sancha, tell them why you fill up your car, please.
I fill up my car just in case something happens at the gas station and I can't get gas,
Thank
and I still need to be able to get to places for a while.
thank you, son. People, folks. For those who are wondering why people fill up their cars in Bermuda, here's a couple examples. Number one, you never know the damage that may take place that may hold gas coming into the country. Number two, you never know, as Sandra just said, what may happen at certain gas stations that may have people rushing there to get gas after the storm. Number three, your electricity is out. You may need to go for some cooler air in your car and charge your phone in your car. Like, and I'm not calling anyone stupid. I'm not trying to belittle, but folks, we have to think before we put some things out there. The same way how I have to think before I, respond to certain people. But folks, there's more to just driving places. I mean, some of you all really ain't, done no survival classes. I swear, man. I swear. But let's see. Tanya Cheeseman says, bottled water for teeth and washing face. Yes, got to keep the pearless clean. No, Jamal, gas lanterns. So she said she didn't have candles. They had gas lanterns. And Michelle White is proud, saying, heck yeah, and still do. This is hilarious. Ebony Susan says her mom still uses kerosene lamps. Sandra, you never had kerosene lamps?
I didn't. I never had kerosene lamp.
Someone buy Sandra a kerosene lamp in honor of the daily.
Please do, because it just sounds all sort of messy. I could just imagine me trying to pour the kerosene in and it getting everywhere and no thanks. Please do.
Charlotte Trotty says just got a must-have for her as the portable fan. This guy said Tesla Power Walls. Well, what's that? Is it like to charge your phone or something? What's the Tesla Power? I'm a little slow. I'm not.
I've never seen that or heard of it.
Yeah. Denise Hollis says, good morning. Snacks and water. I have an indoor power supply with solar panels and a generator. I like
She's
that.
ready. I'm coming to her house.
Yeah, she's got it going on. Manuela Jones says flashlights, outside candles, and lamps inside. Laverne Tucker, kerosene lamps. And Tanya Cheeseman says she still has the kerosene lamps for decor.
Cute.
Yeah, so man, Jackie Eve says gas stove and portable chargers.
I don't have a gas stove, so I make sure we have everything we need for the barbecue.
See? You all teaching me something. Marquita Lee says rope and bucket to dip, but have generators now. All right, so no, see, I think the bucket, the rope and bucket, no. Why? You know what? I'm gonna act like a Republican now, right? I had to pay off my school loans. Everybody should have to. I had to dip water, so these young people should have to. Forget this job. I'm joking, but young people, they dipping. You want to talk about learning to be strong, pulling up from a tank, and see, we weren't a rich family, so the water was always so low. We was just hanging on, so we had to go way on and pull way up. Yeah. So we had to go way up. There weren't no slightness. So young folks, be happy you were born in the time you were. Battery to run the radio. This is important. You want to know what's going on. How about this? Top, for if anything happens, flashlight, top of water, as Sancha said, snacks, duct tape. Oh, we're talking about hurricanes. Sorry.
For the windows.
I was thinking something now. Duct tape, rope, just to name a few. Okay.
Yeah, my door is boarded up. I don't do the duct tape. They come and put the boards up.
Okay. So, you know what's become popular? A lot of Bermudians board. I see a lot more people getting hurricane shelters in Bermuda. That's a thing, huh?
I was wondering why I don't have them. I feel like it's time to invest in some. Just roll them down, right?
That means she'll have some next year, this time, next hurricane season.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
But this one, check this. Cash. Have cash on hand again.
Yeah, that's a good one,
Require electricity, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's a good one. Cash, folks. I mean, if you're like me, you might have to borrow some from somebody, but cash.
And even not just the electricity. In the last storm we had come by, our internet at Nail Bar was out for a minute. So we had to, and people don't carry cash. So we had to charge all the cards after the fact because the internet was out.
Mm.
So yeah, cash, very good one.
Charge after that. So
I know everybody got free services essentially until we charged.
I might have forgot I had
That's
I
factor,
forgot I had
right?
the service, and I might have said, nope, I didn't have that service. Yeah, I might have forgot about
No,
that.
I took your card number before you left.
Okay, sorry. I try to help you all, get in prison. Michelle White says, depending on style of windows you have on your house, need mask and tape. Yes, the tape's a big thing in Bermuda, right? Like for windows, what is it, the crossfade to make sure they don't crack?
Max.
Yeah. Like, okay, yeah, that's the way. Cash, Jackie says, with you, Sandra, avoid long lines later. She says, Tanya Cheeseman says, Blue Hill gas station was busy yesterday after work. Charles H. Jefferson II says, a plane ticket. I ain't built for hurricanes anymore. Peace. This one, the evacuation route.
That first. But did you see? So in saying that, it's funny to me. So the airport is going to close down at 12 o'clock today, right?
Okay.
Except for the British Airways flight. Like that British Airways flight is going to fly in anything.
That bad boy.
Like
the British Air Force must do something that the U.S. Air Force don't, because there's pilots, boy. It
was funny to me. It was like, listen, this plane will fly.
Mm-hmm. Ebony Susan's just saying, Sancho, stick to your guns. The smelling fumes from the kerosene lamps are no good for indoor use. Yeah, I remember the smell. The good decorations, though, Sancho. Good decoration.
Listen, I'm gonna stick with. You told everybody about my scented candles. I have a ton of them. I'm gonna stick with those.
It's gonna smell. At least the house will smell really nice during the hurricane. I just hope it's not collecting scents, folks. Sheikah Reyna says batteries, battery lanterns, and portable chargers for devices.
Yeah.
You have a portable charger?
Of course.
I don't have one.
What, Jamal? Get with it. And for those that have kids, you know that we are charging every device at this point. I'm charging an iPad, a Switch, whatever can be charged, I'm charging at this point, because when the lights go out and I've had enough of playing card games, and it's like, can you take a minute? Let's give you your Switch because I need a minute. Old devices charged.
Honestly, I used to have portable chargers all the time, and I'm wondering, that actually just made me think I don't have a portable charger. No, in saying that, my phone's never dead because it's Android. It lasts so long. Like this phone legit does not die. Like it can go a day or so without dying. So they're built.
As much as you're on the phone, your phone doesn't die.
I mean, it would take I would say, I spend more time on video calls these days. So it probably lasts a day now. But yeah, it doesn't.
If I don't charge my phone overnight, my day is bad. It's bad. I spend my day trying to charge my phone, and it's bad. So I have to have a portable charger.
I'm gonna get one now. No, I'm gonna get a portable charger, folks, because you just never know. Just because I haven't needed it doesn't mean I won't need it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's go. We got a lot of comments. So again, question of the morning, folks. We'll go to Instagram after the news break. So after the news break, we'll go to our Instagram to share what people said on there. Shamari Talbot says, he's explaining the Tesla walls are like generators, but way better. You never lose power. All right, so
I need to research this.
Yeah, that sounds like something we need.
Yeah, thanks for the information.
Karen Simmons says plywood. Well, yeah, you want to, if you don't have those hurricane shutters, you better board up your house. No one still said that. Okay.
I need to know what this is. Are we going to do it after the break?
Yeah, but I want to see everyone. There's one thing no one has said on Instagram, no one has said on here, that should be part of a hurricane checklist. And we'll talk about it after the news break. But Mia Hartman says, the only preparation I've done, purchased a large industrial trash can for hurricane purposes a few years ago, fill it up with water yesterday. The breeze is amazing here at Deep Dale. Bermuda, stay safe. Oh, so no flashlights or not? You're good.
Just water.
I don't need to see. But you know what? Some people like darkness. I don't mind the lights off. I just hope it reflects in everyone's bills after what I heard everybody was getting last month. I got my medical bill yesterday, again, under $100. So, Nana, love you. Keep doing your thing. Show these young people how it's done. Manuela John says, do businesses still have portable gadgets to swipe credit cards? What's that?
Mine isn't portable, but they do. Some of them do. They're like pre-charged, but it's not about having the power to the card machine. It's about you need Wi-Fi. So if the Wi-Fi is down, the connection is not going to go through. If that makes sense. So even if you had electricity and it was powered up, you need Wi-Fi.
Okay. B. Denise Hollis says, I actually have a full hurricane kit with a top, small barbecue, rope, solar camping shower, candles, and more stuff that I can't think of. I always have batteries, and I have hurricane screens. Okay, I thought she might have said that one thing we're missing. Traveling Charlie says, BA is the GOAT. I don't know, man, because I'm like,
no, I'll reschedule.
Right? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, I'm good, bro. Like, no. This ain't the flight I want to be on. Michelle White says games to play when power is out. Folks, get your Bermuda trivia cards today. Argue with your, make it happen.
We're gonna play as soon as the lights go out.
All right. Sancha knows the lights again. She ain't even like, I hope they don't. She's just preparing mentally.
I said that to my mom yesterday. I'm like, these wins this time around are going to be higher than the last time. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna lose power.
She ain't mad at it, folks. That's the activity. A snuggle buddy. How important is a snuggle buddy, folks?
It's too hot. Once the lights go out, they must have a generator. Once the lights go out, and if a storm is like that humidity and that pressure, get off of me. It's too hot.
Okay. We're going to get back to, there's a lot of comments, but someone finally said what's been missing. Someone finally said it.
What is it?
Well, the first aid kit. First aid kit. That's the one of the most important things for a hurricane list. And so, yes, Ebony Souza said it as she is asking first aid kit. But yeah, I was shocked. No one said first aid kit. And the truth is, I didn't grow up with one in my house. I didn't think of it. You know what I'm saying? But guess what I have right here in back of me? Like in my place. A first aid kit.
Yeah. I had plenty of supplies for first aid. Actually, I can't remember what hurricane it was, but I actually got hurt pretty bad and had to go to the hospital. So since that, I make sure we have what we need. Yeah, that's
the other one. Kathy Rogers, your meds. Make sure you're stocked up if you're on medication. And this is especially if you have elderly family members or people with challenges. First aid kit and meds we'll go through a list, right? After the news break, we'll go through a list. But folks, it's still not too late. Get a first aid kit. You never know. Sancha just said she got hurt.
Yeah.
You never know what can happen. And you're not like, you don't want to mess up your brand new pretty toes, right? You might need alcohol to kill those germs. That's right. See? First aid kit. Good idea. Yes, get those first aid kits. Maya, it's time for Daily On News Break. Let's bring Maya in and we'll continue. We'll go to Instagram after this to see what people are saying about some must-haves. I wonder what Maya's must-haves are. Let's ask her.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Maya.
How are you?
Good.
What's your must-haves, Maya?
Must-haves are portable charger, snacks, a portable radio, and a flashlight, and a lot of water in the buckets.
You know what a lantern is, Maya?
Yes, I know what a lantern is. I watch movies.
Did you have to know I watch movies?
Basically, I'm not that old, so I ain't seen one at my house.
I was just about to say, do you have one? Have you had one? She's like, no, I watch movies.
We did have one though, I think. Growing up, I remember a lantern. Look, I know you had to put fire to get it starting up. So I know that we had something that wasn't a flashlight at one point.
This is hilarious. They're laughing at you, They're laughing. But you know what? You're not an elderly person. I mean, Sancha trying to act like she her and Sherry weren't born in those times, right?
Maya never had a lantern.
I don't know, man. My family, we keep everything. I don't know if that's an artist trait, but we really do keep everything. Like if it don't work, I mean, if it's not broken, don't throw it out type family, or don't give it away. So I remember a lot of everything.
Well, you know what? Yeah, I have to ask this after the break too, but since Maya mentioned snacks, everyone's talking about snacks, right? Obviously, they say perishables. I don't like tin foods, you guys.
I don't either.
How am I supposed to survive during a hurricane?
You
Something
guys
like,
sound like you grew up bougie.
no,
But you know what? My mom, she's the best. So she normally makes like those like summer salads. So she'll do like a potato salad, macaroni salad, and then we'll have a cooler and keep it cool in the ice,
Mhm.
so that you know.
Okay, that's smart. No, it's not bougie. It's just I just never like. It's not like I had fresh food. I just something about tin food.
I always like before if it's going to be a big storm, I definitely cook ahead of time. So we'll do like that the mac and cheese and all that stuff that it doesn't really have to be hot. You can still eat.
That's fair.
Sherry said, "Of course." I mean, we know.
Had no lantern.
We know, of course, she had a lantern chucks back then. Come on now. Anyway, let's get a news break for somebody gets in trouble.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. This is the Daily Hour News Break brought to you by the amazing people at People's Pharmacy. First up news this morning, I found it quite interesting. You might too, but the Ministry of Public Works is soon to issue a request for proposals this coming Friday to purchase 13 new fully electronic vehicles. They said it's announced in the budget debate on February that the government would transition to purchasing electric vehicles. The time is right, they say, to make these purchases, given the aging vehicles, including the ministerial fleet in the government, have now exceeded their useful life and have deprecated beyond the point of beneficial reinvestments. They say that the fleet is between 11 to 13 years old, and it's quite hard for them to continue doing upkeep on them because a lot of old vehicles don't have the material that's needed, and it costs them thousands of dollars. So the decision to purchase these electric vehicles is a significant step forward, achieving a more sustainable future for our island. That's coming from Minister Birch, who added that in. And they also said that it is anticipated that these new purchases will save the government approximately $55,000 per vehicle over its lifetime in maintenance and the fuel cost, giving a total savings of $715,000 for the 13 cars. Now, that is just an estimate of what they say the savings would be when they transition from their current vehicles into electric vehicles. And additionally, there will be a potential reduction of carbon emissions of 58% of 4 tons of CO2 avoided annually for all vehicles.
Let it come out. So I guess when I heard about government and spending and saving, and I don't believe none of it. So I'm just gonna leave that there. Spending electric cars.
I'm happy to move into electric. I'm all about the environment. I mean, they always get new cars. I don't know why we're talking about.
That's my point. That's my point. But anyway, sorry.
No, but they do. They always. I'm always driving behind. I'm like, oh, that's a new government car. Oh, that's a nice one. All the time. This time we're told about maybe because it's beneficial for the environment. That's why we're being told about it this time.
You just see what Sandra did just now. She said she started off saying, "Well, I like because it's for the environment." So that's the part where they try to get you on the side. Then there's the second part where that you wake up from being on their side and be like, "No, is that part? See, we see through you guys. We see through you." I'm sorry, my Sandra and I just.
No, that's fine. I'll just still reiterate that in their statement, they did say their fleet was between 11 and 23 years old. Just gonna leave that there.
Do they still work? Do they still get them from A to B?
I think it's that. So they're replacing the blue cars that they have? Is that what we're talking about?
They didn't say officially in this press statement, but they just said the government fleet. So the government is repurchasing, vehicles for their.
If we're talking about those blue cars that they have, I think it's time. I think it's time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Moving on to more news, as you hear about Hurricane Lee, as we talked about it some more this morning, you probably already know these, what ifs and what we are going to do. But here's a quick list for you that you might be able to see. It's a little small there. So I tried to highlight the ones that seem the most prevalent. Like obviously the causeway will remain open and will close monitor. So they'll closely monitor the Ministry of Public Works. Public schools will be closed, today and tomorrow out of abundance of caution. The government shelters will not be open, and there will be no change to garbage collection services as well. Just some additional information that you need to know throughout this hurricane period, just concerning Hurricane Lee as well. So there's information there. Those are the most prevalent ones that I felt the need to share there. But yeah, I still expect high winds to come through. Thursday is supposed to hit the waters, but Friday is supposed to get us around 2 a.m. at the closest reach.
Okay. So, stay safe. Be prepared.
Now, in other news, this one's about, and listening really carefully, because the Department of Social Insurance wishes to advise the public that as a precautionary measure, the pension benefit payments ordinarily made out direct deposit on September 15th were actually processed yesterday, earlier than usual, due to any disruption due to the Hurricane Lee, they say. For those receiving pension checks, they have been printed and delivered to the post office for delivery. There's a quote coming from the Premier and the Minister of Finance, David Barr, who says, "I'm grateful to the Accountant General Office and Department of Social Insurances who have proactively ensured that pension payments are made in advance of any adverse weather that could impact persons having access to funds."
That's good. That's good. Make sure you got the cash, right?
Mm-hmm. Make sure you have it on hand. And my next news break here is the new block of affordable housing units unveiled at Old Harmony Club. These apartments are part of the affordable housing project between the government and the Bermuda Housing Corporation to repurpose the old property for elderly and emergency accommodations. The project expects to provide 52 studio and one-bedroom units in total when completed. And this quote comes from the Gazette that E. Blake Lambert, the project manager of the site, said that for rent for each unit is going to start at $1,100 per month. There are persons already on a waiting list to get a part of these units. Here's a quick clip I edited of the press conference that happened yesterday.
The government has invested significant funding to address the challenge of limited affordable housing options. And we have worked alongside with the Bermuda Housing Corporation on initiatives like the one here at Harmony Hall and others across the island. While celebrating this achievement, we know that the work is not done both here at Harmony Hall and throughout the island. Renovations will continue on this transformation project, and I look forward to returning as we open more units in the future. As I close, it is important to note that the government does understand the challenges being faced by Bermudians looking for affordable housing options, whether they be Bermudians that are residents on island or Bermudians who are looking to return home. Addressing the affordable housing challenge in Bermuda will require continued investment of public funds. And with the $15 million that the government gave to the Bermuda Housing Corporation to provide more affordable housing, the people of Bermuda should know that more units will come online soon to provide even more affordable housing options for Bermuda.
The remodeling of 8 hotel rooms into 8 studios. A lot has happened in that time, but I'm delighted to finally be here today to present the first units of a project that will eventually see a total of 52 units made available to Bermudians in need. In 2020, the Progressive Labour Party's manifesto pledged to increase the availability of affordable housing for Bermudians. As a result, the economic stimulus program was introduced, and the Bermuda Housing Corporation was given the task of renovating and remodeling units to fulfill this initiative with initial funding from government of $1.6 million. The campus, as I stated, will eventually encompass 52 units, which will consist of one-bedroom and studio units, inclusive of 2 units that are completely ADA compliant. When the project is completed, we will see an increase of 20 units in addition to the current 32 units to the BHC inventory.
And there you have it.
In the interest of not being overcritical, affordable housing is a win for government, but you must ask yourself, is it a win for the people? He said $1,100. That's what it was started.
That's what came from E. Blake, the project manager, from a quote from the Gazette, on the Royal Gazette, that they're going to start at $1,100 per month.
All right. I'd like to see the calculations of how they got to that being affordable, and what defines affordable, and who is eligible for this affordable, what kind of neighborhoods are created for affordable. We know what happens when affordable units or places or neighborhoods are created. It's in the Black History Museum in DC, the African American Museum. We have to be very cautious when celebrating these kind of things and understand who the wins benefit. This is a political win, yes, but 5 years from now, will this be a win for those who require so-called affordable housing? So,
understood. It still mentions that it was built, like the property is repurposed, is the old property for elderly and emergency accommodations. That's what it says. Corporations repurposing the old property for elderly and emergency accommodations. So that seems to be the stipulation there so far. And there's already a pretty long waiting list they spoke about as well at the press conference.
Unfortunate that it's a long waiting list.
Well, moving on to some sports news, though, the women's national team to be announced live today at around 10:30. The Bermuda Football Association will host a press conference announcing the final team selected to represent Bermuda in the 2023 Road to CONCACAF Women's World Cup in September 2023 fixture window. So Coach Nikita Robertson will be delivering the full list of the players selected. You can join live if you wish on islandstats.com and hopefully on the BFA as well. That's going to be at 10:30 a.m. when we will announce our final team.
All right, go on now. All right, what else you got for us?
Just the weather. It's going to be cloudy, showers, turn of heavy at sometimes. There's some thunder maybe already hitting us later already. And because it's Thursday. So yeah, that should be happening, and some gale force gusts and force winds. So we should be feeling those effects a little bit later.
But basically, Sanchez game got blown away.
The winds have picked up. It's windy.
Go outside. Let's test something, Sanchez.
Take off the earrings.
Madam, push out the door.
No, I haven't been here for a while. Now you're trying to blow me away.
I mean, we're blown away by your presence, so that's why.
Oh, that was a smooth one.
Give me something for that. Give me something for that. What is it? A days of the year today?
There is a days of the year today.
Okay, what we got?
Today is National Coloring Day. I thought that was pretty appropriate with the storm, right?
Oh.
A fun and delightful pastime, coloring isn't just for kids anymore. National Coloring Day was created to celebrate the fun and relaxation that coloring can bring. The history of National Coloring Day is that the first coloring books were introduced in the 1880s. So that students could fill in the colors and benefit from art education, even if they weren't actually the ones doing the drawing. It started with the McLaughlin brothers, a company which eventually became the Milton Bradley Company, which continues to make games today. That's your history. Go color. I know Maddox and I are going to color at some point.
You like he's right there. Maddox.
Look at him creeping in.
Yeah. Creeping. What you like coloring, Mike?
Morning.
Morning. Of course, I like coloring. What type of question is that from freshman to art?
That's what I'm asking. What's your favorite thing? I mean, Maddox is a better colorer than me because I don't know how to stay between the lines, even at my young age. But Maddox, what do you like to color?
Gummies.
So he likes colors. Like that's a lot of colors, right?
But that's not color. He actually draws them. I have no art skills. I don't know where he gets it from, but yeah.
I got it from art class.
Well, I mean, he does go to school. So maybe I'll go on to like the internet and learn how to like color because I'm trying to stay between the lines. It just hasn't worked out these first 4 years.
They have like really cool adult coloring books now, and like the color pencils that you can get with the different colors. It's a thing. Like there are tons of adults that color nowadays.
I'll have to check it out.
Jamal, get on board. You have every so often, give yourself some free time, some downtime, and do some coloring.
It's really like it does, like the coloring books that have like the smaller circles that you have to just keep going and changing. Yeah. Anyway, it calms. I don't know. It calms me down.
Emily Gail Dill says there's a happy color app. It's so relaxing.
Oh, we should try it.
Maybe I'll do that. Anyway, Maya, you have a wonderful day. Go color something, all right?
You have a wonderful day too.
I will. Bye, guys.
All right, don't go anywhere. We're getting back to the conversation after this. We're talking about hurricane checklists. We got the first day out of the way. Now we want to talk about what perishables, because you heard Sanch and I say we ain't really down for the canned foods.
No.
Other things you can do that are perishables. Let's talk about that after the break. Stick with us.
Let's face it, life can be a little wild, but shopping doesn't have to be. I choose Peoples, so that whether it's a prescription that needs to be filled, a toy for my little terror, or a gift for a new addition to the family, we'll see about that. Everything's available in one convenient location. Some call it Peoples, I call it my one-stop shop in the city. Peoples, we're here for you.
Welcome to the new bulk store, Lindo's Next Level.
Mom's celebrating her 70th birthday next month. Have you noticed her age is catching up with her?
Yeah. Plus, she's having a hard time getting up and around like she's used to. I would sure hate to see her fall.
At Medical House Limited, we can help make life situations easier. We have electric beds, motorized scooters, bath stools, walkers, you name it.
Mom's been real good to us. We'll get her birthday and Christmas gifts from Medical House.
Medical House has relocated next to the Dendy Town Field. Number 6 Bakery Lane, Pembroke. Telephone 292-3622.
Hey, welcome back to the big show, Central Durham. I'm Jamel Hartman. It's the Daily Hour brought to you by the BAC Group of Companies, Medical House Lindos, and People's Pharmacy. People, please don't forget, subscribe to our website, thedailyhour.com. Follow us on all of our social media channels to stay up to date with all that we have going on. Help us go beyond the mic as we do our part to improve our community. All right. So we were asking, when it comes to hurricanes, what's a must-have for you? And let's go to the comments, because we had Mark Arthur C. Phillips going back. He said, I load up my iPad to watch movies if the current goes out. He said current. Isn't that how old people talk?
Mark, that was definitely the current.
You took us back, cousin Mark. You took us back. But yeah, that's a new thing. Like you just said, like Maddox was watching movies. Like make sure the iPads and the what they call them tablets are power for the young people, folks. You want to ensure that.
Yes.
All right. Charles H. Jeffs II, he says, I'm watching and praying for y'all from Atlanta. The trip was pre-planned, but I'm thankful. Look at God. Rosalind Famous says, if you don't have a gas stove, a little propane stove to be able to heat up food. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously the radio, as many have said, make sure you got that radio. Listen to the emergency services station, which I think is 100.1 or something. I can't remember. Tell us in the audience if you know. And then Rosalind Famous says, have cash on hand. And folks, we said this, cash. Make sure you have cash. So let's talk about the perishables. So Sancha, what is it that you would eat? Because I'm going to give you a list of some of the perishables. So if you don't like canned vegetables, fruits, or tuna and all that stuff, here's some other ideas. You like peanut butter?
I like peanut butter, but it's not going to be one of my go-tos during a storm. I told you I'm a little, as Maya said, a little bougie over here. I have the cooler with the ice.
So there's granola.
I like granola.
Okay, you got granola. You can make a little granola with something, right? Obviously,
Even if I do granola, I like granola with yogurt. So I
still need, yeah, I got you. Well, here's the thing. What they say to avoid comfort and junk food, such as chips and cookies, as they don't provide you with the adequate nutrition to stay properly energized.
So fruit, right?
But the thing is, fruit can go off so fast, right?
Cooler size.
Oh, so she keeps telling us. Folks, the cooler. So here's some other things. So on the checklist, folks, are you writing this down? So bottled water. I know you need the water for bathing and stuff. Bottled water. Sancha, do you have bottled water?
I don't use bottled water because I am all about the environment. And, so I have a water dispenser.
Tracy? Points to KBB over there. But yeah.
It drives me crazy when I see people with water bottles. I'm like, why are we doing this? Where it goes in the ocean. It's a pet peeve of mine.
You can go around People's and get one of those big bottles that you don't throw away.
Yeah, I have reusable water bottles and I have a water dispenser. But I'm saying if we're still buying the cases of plastic bottles of water, we don't need to do that. We're killing the environment.
You heard your environmental message today, folks. You know what else is here? I don't know if you would eat it, though. Jerky. Jerky is considered a food that you probably should have with peanut butter. I don't think jerky is healthy, though.
No, I don't eat beef. And jerky is traditionally beef. I know they have turkey now, but no.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't eat jerky. So, folks, here's some of the ideas, tools and other hurricane supplies. Listen to this list. Batteries, all sizes, from AA, AAA, D batteries. So make sure you have that. Obviously, you all know flashlights, headlamp. Battery powered. What's that?
I have a headlamp.
Do I?
No, I'm telling you, I do.
You do? Oh, yes, that's good.
It's the most amazing thing. Even when I'm looking for something, it's the most amazing thing. I feel like everyone should have a headlamp.
Okay, I have a head one. I put on just for jogging in the morning, but I can use that. You also had battery powered phone chargers, pliers, hammers, and nails, as well as screwdrivers, flatheads, and Phillips. You know the difference between a flathead and a Phillip, right?
Of course. I was raised. My mom said at all times, even though I'm a female, I have to have a toolkit.
That's right.
In my house. So of course, I have my own toolbox.
So they say duct tape. Someone in our audience said duct tape. Yes, duct tape and another strong adhesive. Sancha's not gonna like this one, folks.
What?
Plastic and paper cups, plates, and utensils.
Yes, I can see how it's necessary though. But let's do the paper.
Okay, paper. It says plastic or glass containers for storage. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think even if you're eating, you don't want to have to wash dishes, right? So you have the disposable plates and, utensils because, yeah. So I get that.
Okay. It gets more interesting, folks. It gets more interesting. A portable waterproof container for important documents like insurance policies, birth certificates, deeds, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Board games and a deck of cards.
Sorry, can we go back to that?
Yep, go ahead.
I have a safety deposit box. I feel like that stuff should not be kept in your house because anything could happen. Fires, floods. So safety deposit box, safe place. Yeah.
Or get yourself a safe, folks. Safes are not expensive.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say that, but you can get them as low as $20. I say. Board games, a deck of cards. I think people said generators, but this one was interesting, Sancha. Waterproof clothing.
Like a raincoat?
That's the only thing that came to mind for me. What's waterproof clothing, folks? Let us know.
Rain suit.
That's what I was thinking. Waterproof.
Rain boots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another one, sleeping bag. So basically, you're camping out in your house or something. But.
I do. So I go to my mom's house and I lay all the blankets on the floor and pillows out. Gives campfire vibes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do your laundry if you can before the electricity goes out because you want to have as many clean clothes and blankets as possible. So that's on this list as well.
My mom sent me that one. She said, change your sheets and wash your clothes before the lights go out.
Yep. That's terrible.
Get your gas for your generators.
Yep, that's on the list. Folks, this is all,
to go to the gas station.
this is all coming from universalproperty.com. It's a casualty and insurance company. So all of this information we're sharing is coming from an insurance company. And the last two on that list are candles and matches, lighters, or waterproof fire starter. So now let's go to the final one, which I believe Ebony Souza and someone else guessed it. It was first aid kit and sanitation items. So what should be in the first aid kit, Sancha?
What should you need? Band-aids, bandages, alcohol, hydrogen peroxide. Pardon?
You said it, hydrogen peroxide. I didn't think you was going to say it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yes. Neosporin.
Yep.
Must. What am I missing?
You're missing aspirin, ibuprofen.
Yeah. But also like a little pair of scissors, I feel like are
Yep,
important.
that's right here. Check hers. Yep, it says scissors and tweezers. Yep.
Okay. And wipes.
Yes, it's got hand wipes, antibacterial, hand sanitizer, soaps. But this was interesting. This is very interesting. Insect repellent.
No, I can see that being a must, especially in Bermuda. Like once the winds and stuff die down and it becomes like very sticky and the bugs come out and you have the mosquitoes. And yeah, I can see it.
Yeah. And then the other one, the only other one you didn't say was non-latex gloves.
Yes.
Non-latex gloves. So folks, that's some good information. Do with it what you want. Denise Hollis says, I have a fireproof, waterproof safe for passports and baby pictures, things that can't be replaced. Rosalind Famer says, Sancha Jinx, I said the same thing, a raincoat.
Is that a raincoat?
Michelle White says, yep, did laundry last night, as did B. Denise Hollis. I wouldn't have thought of that, I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah, you don't want all those dirty clothes around your house. And like I said, it's hot.
Yeah. So let's go to Instagram. So let's see what our folks from Instagram stories said. So they had some good feedback. Always a challenge finding Instagram on this thing. So Instagram folks said, so the question was, when it comes to hurricane supplies, what's a must-have for you? Snacks. A battery-operated fan, snacks, and water, extra phone, charger for phone. Plenty of flashlights in every room, portable radio, portable water. Okay. Crackers, tuna, and peanut butter. Flashlights, board games, and snacks. Non-perishable foods, water, flashlight, batteries, books, and puzzles. Flashlights, portable fans, batteries, water, and snacks. So consistent. It's very consistent. Generator. Frozen water bottles. You can't freeze glass, so that I think they're going against your plastic thing, essentially. Tub of water, buckets, popcorn in my Kindle. Popcorn in my Kindle. So Denise Hollis says, rubber sole shoes for after the storm in case of down power lines. Michelle White says, took the trash outside also. Don't want to be stuck inside with stinky trash.
Yeah.
So, Sancha.
Yes.
I don't know if government has released anything related to trash pickup, obviously.
Yes.
They probably have.
They have. Okay. So they're still doing trash pickup this morning. Okay. And they said, don't put your trash out for Friday. They will give updates.
So here's my thing. And I'm not trying to cause a stampede. If you can, go to the dump if it's open and take your trash if you live close and you're able. I say that because what we want to do is we want to help them as much as possible to ensure that one thing you don't want is trash flying all over the place during a storm. All right. So if you can and you're able, take some of it down to the incinerator in Devonshire. Just help them, help yourselves, help your neighbors. Nicole Walker says, peppermint oil mixed with some water or another carrier oil in a spray bottle for natural bug repellent and bug bite relief also helps keep you cool. I like that.
It's a nice one.
Mm-hmm. Let's go. Portable drinking water. What? Huh? I'm confused. What that mean?
drinking water. Maybe like smaller water bottles. Maybe not. I have a dispenser, so I don't know.
Nicole Walker says, "Yep, my trash went to Tynes Bay this morning in case it's not collected tomorrow." Yeah, I mean, honestly, folks, that to me really, really makes everyone's job easier. And Denise Hollis, as I mentioned already, that I have a solar camping shower, fill, lay it in the sun, and then hang in tub and get a shower while power is out. I think this is a helpful conversation. Did we learn anything this morning? What's the biggest takeaway? Like, folks, I know a lot of people were saying first aid kit. Yeah, I didn't think of that. But my hope is that when your lights off, if the government's saying you can't move, please stay at home, everyone has what they need. But as someone said it earlier, and I don't know if we missed here it is. Rosalind Famous said it earlier. She said, "From my experience in 2 Cat 5 hurricanes, form a network of sharing with your neighbors. What you don't have, your neighbor might have. Your community is your first line of defense." This, to me, is probably a great way to wrap up the conversation. There's elderly. I remember Fabian. After Fabian went around with my boy and his grandfather, and we went and checked on some elderly people. And it was shocking that some of them didn't have people to help them around their homes with what they had going on. So check on your people. Make sure they're good. Make sure they don't need anything. And if you're able to help or give assistance, please offer it. Community really comes together when there's a common enemy, and the common enemy being Mother Nature at this current time.
I agree.
Oh, she said the word is potable, not portable. Means drinking water. Potable. Okay. Yeah, you taught me something today. Potable. But I thought the Instagram said portable.
I would have said portable too.
Yeah, Nicole Walker says also have solar powered and battery powered light bulbs. And Henley Swan says making sure the laundry is completed. Thanks for that. You are welcome. Misha Fabler says Tesla Powerwalls or Tesla's hand batteries usually used in conjunction with solar panels. Okay, cool. We're going to take our final break, folks. We're going to wrap it up. If Sencha doesn't get the answer and you do, he'll give you something. So stick with us. We'll be right back after this short break.
Ordering from ER Fisheries has just gotten simpler. With just a few clicks of a button, you can place an order for next day delivery or same day pickup. Our ever-expanding list of offerings now include grocery pantry items, specialty meats, and bread and dairy items. We know things have been hard, and we're here to make planning for your next meal or party easy. Whether you're a vegetarian or a meat eater, we have what you're looking for. And best of all, it can be delivered to your door in 24 hours or less. Go to www.erfisheries.bm and check out our wide range of seafood, beef, lamb, pork, poultry, fruits, vegetables, and plant-based products, all available at reasonable prices. That's www.erfisheries.bm.
Alrighty, welcome back, folks. If you've appreciated the conversation, the information we've discussed today, please give us a thumbs up, a love, a like. Make sure you share it with your friends, your family, your colleagues in their WhatsApp groups. I think the information was helpful that we discussed today. Hopefully it helps somebody. If not you, someone you love. Thanks again to the BAC group of companies, Medical House, Lindos, and People's Pharmacy for ensuring that we can have these conversations on a daily basis. It's time for the Daily Play, brought to you by Bermuda Trivia, now available at stores throughout Bermuda. Follow Bermuda Trivia on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok to find out why it's Bermuda's favorite trivia game. Sancha, are you ready?
Okay, let's go. You said it's easy, so I feel like that's the setup. And then you said it may be like a trick question.
Yeah, it may come across as a trick question.
Okay.
All right, here we go, folks. What country has the most lakes in the world?
Most lakes. I don't know. Someone help me.
Somebody got it.
Canada.
Yep. Denise, please send us an email to engage@thedailyhour.com so we can get you a travel mug. Congratulations to you. No, not Italy. Oh, Larry said Canada. 2. United States. Nope. Russia or China. Nope. America, well, North America as a continent, maybe. USA, no, it's Canada. You look at a map. I had to look at a map after seeing that question. I was like, damn, they really have more water than land, it looks like, when you look at that map. What's that, Lake Yukon or something, Huron, or I don't know this name, but you know by my pronunciation of potable, whatever it is, that I don't, I'm not as smart as being, but whatever. Let's wrap it up today, Sancha. Like, what's your final thoughts on hurricane supplies and necessities?
I mean, it was great. Things that we didn't think of, we're all thinking of, and I love this conversation that it's like we almost had our own little community this morning, and we were able to bounce off of each other the things that we need. So after this, I'm going to go and prepare myself with the things that I don't have that we talked about during this conversation, and do some laundry. And Jamal, coolers, as I said, coolers and ice, necessary. And it was a few things that were mentioned that now I feel like I need to go and research to make sure that they are in my bucket of tricks back here. So just everyone be safe. Yeah.
Indeed. Honestly, I enjoy conversations like this because one of my hopes, and I say it all the time, doing this show, is not to change anyone's mind, but to give you enough information to make you consider otherwise and think beyond what's normal to you. So my hope is that everyone took something away from today's conversation to make them and themselves and the community a bit safer during this time. Our hope is always that Bermuda gets the bare minimum when it comes to the winds and the impact of any hurricane. But hey, it's nothing like being prepared for the worst. You got some daily inspiration from Sanch?
I do. Daily inspiration is brought to you by ER Fisheries. There is no passion to be found in settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living. And that is by Nelson Mandela.
I love that one. All right, Madiba.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Well, you know what time it is. Don't forget to subscribe to our website, thedailyhour.com. Follow us on all of our social media channels to stay up to date with all that we have going on. Help us grow beyond the mic as we do our part to continue to improve our community. Thanks again to our partners, the BAC Group of Companies, Medical House, Windows, and People's Pharmacy, for ensuring that we're able to do this with you on a daily basis. As always, we appreciate you, we love you, and we thank you for making us part of your daily routine. If all goes well, we'll be back to do this again with you tomorrow. She's Sancha Dorm. I'm Jamel Hartman. Please do make it a safe, and great day. Again, folks, don't do anything that puts other people in danger. It's not worth it. Be good. PR is out. Peace.